Hello, welcome to Madgicorn Messages. We're going to tap into your daily love message and see what the universe has to say. So we're going to do a quick shuffle here. All right, Spirit. Let's tap in and see what you have to say in love for the viewer. Oops. All right. Give and receive. Time apart. Blooming. Give it time. It is safe to fall. Short-term connection. Okay, I'm getting a message right away. This feels like, this immediately to me feels like one of those like summer fling loves. I know we're in winter, at least in the States. It feels like a seasonal love. It feels like a seasonal romance, a seasonal fling, whatever that is. It feels like this is something that is short term, that's not going to last forever. I know that may not be what everyone wants to hear, but that's the message I'm getting. But what I'm getting, because I'm not reading this as like, I'm not feeling this as something negative, like this is a bad relationship, this is a bad connection and it should end. I'm getting the sense that Spirit is actually really encouraging this connection to be present, to actually be open and present to what is taking place. I'm getting the feeling that while this might be a short-term connection, it could be that, one, it's short-term because it's not going to last. It's going to end at some point. It might be due to, say, school, right? College. Maybe you're both in college and you are, you met somewhere. Maybe you're on break. I mean, we're not on break right now. Or actually, December, you could be coming up on a break. There could be like a dynamic that maybe you're either in now or you're about to come into that is a short-term connection. That was just one example. That doesn't have to be the example. But I do feel like for this connection, this is a purposeful connection. This is experiential in terms of something that you actually need to experience in order to grow and to learn. I kind of get the feeling that it's possible that you're going to, whether you're in this connection now or you're going to be, this is something that's going to help you discover something about yourself. And I think that it might be that this connection might be short term, right? It might not last that long. Maybe it's a month, maybe it's a season, maybe it's a year, whatever that is. I think that there's some time in between that causes this like separation or like these breaks. But I think that there's a lot of like growth that is happening here. And it's this person that you're in this with or, experiencing this with, they're meant to be in your life. And so I think Spirit's trying to tell you that regardless of the outcome and regardless of how you feel about this relationship, whether you want it to last or you just want it to only be short term, I think Spirit's just really trying to encourage you to be present. Just be present with this relationship, be giving and receiving, be unconditional with it. Don't try to put labels on it. Don't try to put something on or any sort of hard expectations on this relationship that could potentially block it from being exactly what it's meant to be, which is something that's one of growth and one of lessons. It could be that maybe this person being safe, it's safe to fall. It could be one where you fall madly in love with this person really fast and they're just amazing, but there's something about it that potentially may not last on something stable. It might not be the right foundation, but it's meant to teach you something about yourself and about how to navigate relationships when they are rocky or when they are in and out. I'm definitely getting the feeling that this is obviously, it's not going to be a forever thing. It's really meant to be a positive experience for you. And whatever the universe has in store, that brings it to an end, whether that's outside of your control, or you both decide that this isn't going to work, or you both know that it's not going to last. Instead of being fearful and moving through this relationship with fear, to move in this relationship in a way that says, I'm going to show up and I'm going to give to this relationship because I enjoy it and I enjoy this person. Maybe you love this person. Maybe you care very deeply for this person. And I think it's just saying to be, to enjoy the time that you do have together, because it's meant to teach you something so that the next relationship that comes in is going to be the one for you. That is, if you learn the lesson. That's the thing about going through life's experiences, is when you've learned what you need to know to help you progress forward, you always move up. And if you are still in the cycle of learning a lesson, or you're not really feeling like you keep living the same experiences, or you keep getting into the same dynamics with people, there's something that you're not, learning. But I think I'm getting a message. It could be that every time you get into a relationship, you hold on very tightly to that person being the one for you. And so there might be a lot of expectation, but I think the test, the challenge of this relationship is to be fully immersed in this relationship, but allow it to grow and to move outside of control. Don't, like I said, don't place any labels on it. Don't have any hard expectations. Really just show up and be present and allow this to unfold, because just from the cards alone and the message that I'm getting, that this isn't something that's supposed to last, and it's supposed to teach you something. And I really do feel like what a big part of that is to be unconditional. To know that when you can let go of control and you can let go of outcomes, because there's two things in life that we have no control over: people and outcomes. Like, simple as that. And this might be like the cycle you're in, or the relationship you're in, that's teaching you to really let go and to not have control over this. That it's going to pan out the way it is, no matter what, whether you like it or not. And so to just be 100% in it, love when you love, receive when you're given and shown love. It's okay to fall in love, even if it's short. But know that on the horizon, outside of something that like this, that's short-lived, that there is going to be something so magical and so beautiful on the other side of this. And I will say, just between time apart and short term, not for everybody, it's possible that this relationship could come back around years later, or sometime later, right? Once the lessons have been learned, and then time apart has allowed you to apply that same lesson to your own life and yourself, then it's possible that this could come back together in the future. Because, right, we go through life, we have experiences, we learn about each other, we learn about ourselves. And a lot of times relationships fall apart so that you can go learn what you need to learn. And then once you've applied it to your own life, and you are that person who shows up for you on the daily basis in the ways that you need, that's when you learn and you've applied. And then typically, if the other person has also done the same, that's when the relationship can come back together. So it's possible that could be the case, but specifically for this message that I was getting initially was, this is going to be a short-term connection, but it's okay to be totally immersed in it, to not live in fear, to not be, oh, what if it doesn't last? Enjoy it while it lasts. I don't think that it's often that you go through relationships. I mean, I shouldn't say this because fuck if I know, but I think that it's hard to come by relationships that are really beautiful and they have fun and they're free and they're liberating without constraints or control or expectations, and you're just going with the flow. You can take so much more away from that and you open the door to receive an even bigger, more beautiful love in your life. So that is the message that I have for you. Yeah, I don't think I have any more. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching.